Good morning, and welcome to Stacy's Closet. I welcome you this morning. I just want to tell you, if you're here, that means you're here on purpose, which means you have a purpose. Now let's jump right into it. I have on a green dress. Do you see this? I love this little thing right here. I think it's cute. It's just a simple green dress, comes about to my knees. And what I did was, as you see, I accentuated with the necklace set. It's silver, the silver earrings. It's a little different. I like a flair for the different. So again, this all came from Amazon.com. Now, the shoes that I am wearing with this are these. Yes, honey, darling. They are fierce, okay? Get into it. I love them. Now, if you have bigger legs, trust me when I tell you it is okay. It actually, the bigger your leg is, the prettier it actually looks, because it shows off your beautiful leg. Come on now. Don't run from your legs, honey. They're beautiful. Listen, I got little skinny legs, and guess what? I'm still gonna rock these beautiful babies. I'm gonna lace them up. I don't care who looking at them. I'm gonna walk with confidence, because guess what? They're beautiful to me. And look, I love the skin I'm in, okay? Now, and if you notice, my lips are green. That is Maybelline. Get into it, honey. Get into it. I love it. Y'all know I have a flair for the different, so y'all know I was going to do something different. And again, I don't need your opinion. It's not needed nor required, okay? Because guess what? It's not going to change how I view myself. And guess what else? It ain't going to change not one thing about how I dress, what I wear, my lipstick, any of that. So again, as much as I love you, I really don't need your opinion. It's not needed or required. Because guess what? I know who I am and whose I am. So I'm okay. Now, let's get into it this morning. This morning, we are going to be discussing love. We went over loving yourself. We went over you matter. We went over about loving thy neighbor. We went over, all of these things. And in the middle, we've discussed love. However, I come to the realization that sometimes the reason that we're unable to show love is because we don't really understand love. We don't really know what love means. So, and you hear, oh, love, oh, I love this, and oh, I love that piece of chicken, or I love that piece of candy. But we don't really know what love means, okay? So let's go over that. Love is kind. Love is honest. Love is loyal. Love has no end. Love is gentle. Love is not resentful. Love does not like wrongdoing. Love does not gloat, boast, any of that. It doesn't do any of that. So now let's break that down. Let's break that down into what that means, right? So if you love yourself, right? You love yourself. That means you won't allow someone else to mistreat yourself. So think about it. We love our kids. You ain't getting ready to let somebody mistreat your kids, right? Honey, the mama bears, y'all know y'all will go into attack mode. Some of y'all daddies are worse than the mamas, honey. Y'all will go into attack mode. Ain't nobody messing with your children. Okay, let's look at that. Because you love, you became protective, right? So when you love yourself, you become protective over yourself. So guess what? You're not getting ready to let somebody come in there and treat you any kind of way, dog you out. They're not going to, they're not going to disrespect you. Then you're not going to, you're not going to allow that, because why? You love yourself. Now, if you love your neighbor the way that you're supposed to love yourself, right? That means you're not going to be unkind to them either. That means you're not going to mistreat them either, because see, you love them, right? Now, love is loyal. What that means is this. You ain't going to do some old devious backstabbing stuff if you love somebody. See, if you love somebody, you're not going to be jealous of that person. You're not going to be resentful of that person. You're not going to backstab that person. You're not going to be that person that you say you love. You're not going to be their enemy, right? Because you love them. Okay. So that's where it comes into being loyal. You're not going to be deceitful. You're not going to try to deceive, to try to mislead. You're not going to be lying to, because you love them. So again, that's why we say love is what you do. Love is an action. Love is what you do. So when you love somebody, think about it again. Parents, when you love your children, you're protective over your children. You provide for your children. So again, you're loving them. So you're showing them love. Okay? Same way with your friendship. Okay? If you're my friend, I love you. I'm not going to deceive you. I'm not going to mislead you. I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm not getting ready to do all those underhanded things. I'm not jealous of you. I love you. I want to see you succeed. Listen. Honey, if you winning, right? I'm going to celebrate you in your win. Because guess what? When I'm winning, I want you to celebrate me and mine, okay? But I got to first learn how to celebrate in others winning, okay? So again, I'm not boastful about it. I'm not because I love you. So I'm not going to sit up here and brag and boast about all of my accomplishments, but I don't celebrate any of yours. See, that's not love. You understand what I'm saying? You're being boastful. That's not love, okay? Now, when you love someone, you support that person. Now, supporting someone does not mean that you support what they do. So let me just say this. There are certain things. Okay, listen, just because you might be my brother, my sister, you go out here and you kill somebody, right? Does that mean that I don't love you anymore? No, it doesn't. My love doesn't end. Guess what? Because love doesn't have an expiration date. Okay. So love doesn't end. Okay. Let's clear that up. So you go out here and I'm not going to stop loving you. Now, does that mean that I'm going to support you and say, oh yeah, you did right? No, I'm going to tell you what you did was wrong. You did wrong. So I hate what you did, but I love you. I don't like your actions, but I love you. I'm not going to support your actions, but I love you. What that means is this. Okay, you got to go to jail. Baby, you killed somebody. So I'm sorry, you got to do what because you got to obey the laws of the land. So, murder is against the law like that. You don't do that, right? So if you kill somebody, then guess what? You got to now pay the consequences for that. You got to reap that you put out there again, and guess what? Me saying, baby, you got to go to jail. You got to reap the consequences. Does that mean that I don't love you? No. No. I still love you, but you still have to pay for what you did, okay? Just because I love you doesn't mean that you don't have to pay and I'm gonna fight to keep you. No. You took somebody's life. I can't support that. And let me just clear this up too. Taking someone's life does not mean that you could physically killed them like you killed them in the natural. Not like they was laid out in the casket. Not that kind of thing, right? I'm talking, you can kill people with your mouth, okay? You can kill their reputation. I'm not going to support you in that. I'm not going to help you backbite and destroy someone's character. I'm not going to do that. Now I love you, and I'm gonna tell you, baby, you wrong for that. That's not right. There is no right in that. So again, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Does that mean I stop loving you? Absolutely not. I still love you, but you just still dead wrong. I can't support wrong, okay? But again, I love you. I just don't like your actions. So again, that's where we go to. Again, I'm telling. Love, and when I said love doesn't end, let's explore that for a second. When you was in elementary school, you got a little crush on you, little crush, right? You really thought you loved that person. You was in love with little Johnny, right? Look, you was just in love with little Johnny. A little Jane. You was just in love with him, right? Okay. Y'all get older. And as you get older, you change. And you say, you know what? Johnny wasn't really that, I don't really like Johnny. We ain't got nothing in common. Me, Johnny can't even hold a good conversation. I don't like Johnny no more. Or you looking at Jane and you like, okay, wait a minute. Now, Jane ain't looking the same. Jane don't talk, Jane ain't who I want no more, okay? She just ain't for me no more, okay? Because we all have our preferences, right? We do. We all have our preferences. And so they don't fit yours no more because you in high school now. You big balling. You in high school now. You got you looking at the head cheerleader, or you're looking at the head football, the quarterback, or the top basketball player. That's who you looking at now, right? So you done moved on. You got you a new one, and you're in love. You just they call it puppy love, whatever. You in love. You just, I just love this person. And guess what? You might even get married because you in love. You are in love. Then you wake up 15, 20 years later and you don't love that person the way you used to. And now you're unhappy. You don't understand what happened. And then I just don't love them no more. No, can I tell you what happened? It's not necessarily that a person doesn't love you. They're not in love with you. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. Because if you ever love them, your love doesn't stop for them. You're just not in love. So what that means is you don't want to see that person hurt. You don't want to see that person have bad things happen. You don't want to see them go through anything. You just don't want to be with them anymore. Because what happened is what? You grew up. You changed. You're not the same person you was 15, 20 years ago. And instead of y'all growing together, because see, they were actually not meant to be your entire book. They were only meant to be a chapter in your book. But you married them during that chapter. Now, this chapter of your life, they're not supposed to be in it. Now you got you're mismatched. And so guess what? It happens. We make mistakes. Sometimes we latch on to people that is only supposed to be in our lives temporarily, and we try to make them in our lives permanently. And then we get mad when it doesn't work out. Stop blaming that person. You tried to make somebody that was permanent. That was temporary, permanent. T.D. Jakes said it best one time. T.D. Jakes said that this person was only supposed to be a leaf in your life, and you tried to make them the whole tree. This person actually presented themselves like they were the tree, and they were actually a branch. So when you stepped out on that branch, it broke. Now you're falling. Now you mad. No, don't be angry at them. Because let me help you. If you love yourself, right, that means you got to catch on to stop ignoring red flags. Because see, you get red flags trying to show you this ain't your tree. He a leaf. She a leaf. Stop. Don't try to make this your tree. This is a branch. It's not right. Don't do it. It's gonna break. But we ignore that. Now we mad at that other person. Why? Why are we mad at them? We ignored all of the warning signs. But guess what? Our children, see, we love our children, right? So we're watchful of who's around our children. You let somebody bad influence, whatever, come around our kids. The first thing, no, you ain't hanging with little Jimmy, okay? Little Jimmy is bad. Look. He running around here stealing cars and going to jail. You ain't getting ready to do that. Y'all know how we do. We gonna get them because we gonna break up. You ain't hanging with little Jimmy no more. That's a bad crowd. Little Jimmy around here smoking and everything. You ain't getting ready to do that. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know in the black home you better shut it down. Y'all know how we talk. Y'all know how we do it. Get it right. But guess what? Because we love them, we were watchful, right? We knew that little Jimmy wasn't good for him. Because we love our children, so we're protective. So we're watching. Women, men, why you ain't watching yourself like that? Why you ain't protective over yourself like that? Come on now. You better learn how to listen to yourself. Listen, look, listen. I believe, y'all can call it church, I don't care. I believe that when God begins to show me that feeling that I get, those red flags, that I believe that's God trying to tell me, this ain't right for you. This ain't right. Now, what I look like telling God he wrong? A idiot. Now, let me just tell you, I'm not gonna call this man's name. I'm not gonna call his name because I don't want no copyright infringements, nothing. I don't want none of that. Okay, but I'm gonna just tell you, and y'all can look it up yourself. There's a book, and it's called God Is Not Great. Okay, that's what he said, right? He said God ain't great. All right. Then he went around. Y'all can look it up. He's an author. Where he was, he ain't no more. So he went around talking about how God wasn't great. Guess what happened? He got esophageal cancer. He couldn't go around and talk about nothing. Couldn't talk. So y'all can say what you want to. I'ma trust God. Okay. Now I'm just saying, I just said that to say this. We sit around and y'all sit around, y'all might be talking about, oh, she churching. Listen, there's a reason why I'm churching. There's some things that I know for a fact in my own life, and then I've seen in other people's. Listen. I listen to God when he tells me something. So my God is great and greatly to be praised. So you reap what you sow. So you got to be careful what you're running your mouth about. Got to be careful. And that's why I said, so when he tells me, look, that person ain't right, I'm going to trust him. I'm going to trust him. I'm not getting ready to sit up here and say, God, you don't know what you're talking about. The devil is a lie. I know he knows more than I do. So guess what? I'm going to listen. And then when I don't, when I haven't listened, when I didn't listen, guess what happened? I got hurt. My foolish tail went out here, didn't listen, got hurt. I don't care what kind of relationship it was. It a friendship. I had a girlfriend who I thought was a friend. All the signs was there that pointed to she ain't my friend. Guess what? I ignored each and every single one of them. So when she stabbed me in my back, she was talking about me like a dog. And she was talking to people that knew me, and they were coming back and they was like, well, I thought that was your friend. So did I. But God was trying to show me. So guess what? That was my own fault. Now I'm hurt, I'm sad, I'm crying. But that could have been avoided had I had listened. So again, we can't blame. We're so quick to want to blame the other person. That other person really ain't to blame. It's just meaning they were not meant to be in your life permanently. They were only there temporarily. Again, it could have just been a lesson that you were supposed to learn. Okay? That's it. Now, or it could have been a gift. God was giving you something, because we don't know this next person. I mean, that person could have been the person that pushed you to your destiny. Doesn't mean that they were meant to be there permanently. They just meant they were meant there temporarily so they could push you to the next level. Now that you got to the next level, they're not supposed to be in your life anymore. Okay, that's it. You still love them. You got to get better, because I'm talking to myself. I have to get better with letting go. Right? I gotta let go. When the season ends, I gotta let go, right? Because guess what? I'm not getting ready to wear no shorts in winter. It's 20 degrees outside, but I got on a pair of shorts. Foolishness. I gotta learn how to let go. When God is saying, okay, this person is not meant to go to the next chapter of your life. They were only there temporarily. Guess what? Love yourself. Love yourself enough to say, you know what? I got to let them go. They're unhealthy for me. They're not good for me. Some of the reason that we're running around here in depression, we have no peace of mind, we have no joy, is because we allowed this temporary person to come and get us unbalanced. We allowed this temporary person to come and knock everything out of our life out of order. Because some people bring chaos with them. They're chaotic. So they bring that with them. Now your life is chaotic. You got a bunch of drama. You're unhappy. You're not at peace. Why? Because you allowed this chaotic, temporary person to come in, and now you think that they were supposed to be there permanently. No, they wasn't. Love yourself. See, when you love, again, I'm going to point this out one more time. When it's our children, we're watching everybody that comes in contact with our kids. We want to, we want to make sure that they're not a bad influence to our kids. But yet we allow ourselves to be amongst any and everybody. We allow ourselves to just allow anybody to come in our circle. Why are we not checking them the same way we check our kids' friends? Why are we not checking them? Then you wondering why you so hurt and you're crying and everybody I talk to hurt me. Why? Because you don't listen. You don't listen. And not everybody is out there to hurt you. Listen, women, because I hear this a lot from women. Me, I ain't got time for no man. All they do is lie and cheat. Well, who was they lying and cheating with? Another scandalous lying, cheating woman. Stop this foolishness. Not all men are cheaters and liars. Not all women are cheaters and liars. It might be the ones that you've been with, but not all of them are cheaters and liars. And if you learn to love yourself and become protective over yourself, the same manner that you're protective and watchful over your children, if you have that same mentality with yourself, right, then you won't allow these people to hurt you and destroy you the way that they are. Now, in the process of learning, because again, love is kind. That means you're kind to yourself. Love is endless, which means you will have endless love for yourself. It doesn't stop. So what? Somebody mistreat you. You still don't stop loving yourself. So what? You gain some weight. You don't stop loving yourself. You still love all of you, baby. There might be more of you to love, but love all of you. And then if you feel that upset and you know about your weight, do something about it. Not because somebody else says something, not because you think you don't look good for this person. Do it for yourself. Maybe you need to do it for health reasons. Whatever it is, love yourself. Love you enough to use. Be kind to you. Be good to you. And you go out here and you do whatever it takes. If that's what you want, if you want to lose weight, if you want to do that, go do it. But I'm telling you to love the skin you're in regardless. Love all of you. Now, when you love and you learn how to be loved, you learn to love yourself. You learn how to be faithful and honest with yourself, right? You'll be that way with others. It'll be easier for you to love your neighbor because that's when you go back to loving your neighbor the same way you want to be, the same way you want someone to love you. So you treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. You're not going to treat yourself harshly. You're not going to be condescending to yourself. You're not going to be unfaithful to yourself, right? You're not going to beat on yourself. You're not going to put yourself down. You're not going to hate yourself because of the color of your skin. Do you see where I'm going with this? So all of these things that you wouldn't do to yourself, why would you do to other people? Okay? That's why it's difficult for you to love thy neighbor, because you don't know what love is. You got to first learn how to love you. Learn how to love you and understand that love is an action. When we learn to love ourselves and learn that love is what you do, that means you'll love other people. You will treat people differently. Why? Because you want to be treated differently. You don't want someone to treat you harshly. You don't want someone to lie and deceive you. You don't want that. So do the same. That's the same regard to everyone else. And again, I know some of y'all probably like, especially men, it's easier to just lie to it and to tell her the truth. No, it's only easy for you because then you're not dealing with. See, you don't want to deal with the consequences of your actions. Take accountability. Take accountability for everything that you do. Okay? Love yourself, because you don't want somebody to lie to you. Now, would you want somebody to lie to you, treat you wrong, deceive you the way that you're deceiving her? If you don't want that to happen to you, then don't you do it to someone else. You understand what I'm saying? Treat someone the same way in the manner that you want to be treated, okay? Don't allow anyone to mistreat you, to mishandle you, okay? Because women, that's a lot of the problem. Men, that's a lot of the problem. We've been mishandled. Stop allowing people to mishandle us. Learn how to love ourselves. Become watchful of our own circle, okay? Become watchful, not just our children's circle, but our own circle. And I know this got a little lengthy, but I wanted to cover love today. I really did, because I think that the more we love, the better we'll be as a people, okay? But we got to first understand what love means. Now, I'm about to get out of here because y'all already know I got to go to the city, right? Y'all know that's my other love. I love the city of David. Now, I also wanted to just tell you, because I love myself, right? I wanted to point out, she's amazing. She is amazing. It is called Logos Health. It's where I go. Okay. And this is the only reason I'm not going to promote foolishness, right? But I am promoting her because you don't have to have insurance. And right now we're living in some really, really hard times. She is affordable. She does televisits. Again, you don't have to have insurance. She does not take insurance. So it's not about your insurance. So guess what? By her not taking insurance, she's not on a time limit either. And you pay one fee per month, and you can go 1,000 times that month. Okay? I'm just telling you. I just think that she's phenomenal. I'm going to put her link in the description because, again, this is something that saved me because, again, you don't have to have insurance. And so for me, it was, unaffordable with insurance. Insurance is just a lot. Okay. Now, my other thing that I am so excited about. Y'all know I love to read. So again, I am promoting my social racialism. Y'all know I love that book. I do. I say to you, black, white, green, purple, it doesn't matter who you are. I implore you to read this book. You will love it. And it will educate you and I think the more we learn, the more we know about each other, the better we can love each other. Now, my other book that I am excited about, and I had some people tell me they love the journal, because I do journal. I journal, because sometimes, I got to get all this crazy out. So I do journal. But I'm learning something with this journal. Pause, then pray. Okay. I'm learning something. I'm learning. So again, I'll put all that in the description. But until next time, I want to give you a hug. And tell you that I love you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. And until next time, this is Stacy's Closet.